sikhumbuza ama-principal wakho ukuthi the Bila Act i-outline wonke ama-documents ukuthi when they admit these kids kumele babe nani. And you know, it's very sad ukuthi in all the schools esiphuma kuzo they have Basutus, they are undocumented because the department has issued an instruction that they need to admit them whether they're documented or not.
Yeah, but you know there's a court case on that. You don't know about it.
Okay, but what happens with
I'm saying,
the strain
do you know about
of
the court case?
what happens to the strain that we are facing as the citizens of
No, Tina Pella, we find ourselves in the middle of it. Because you must remember, constitutional...
But why is the department not fighting back?
We have a constitutional obligation. All children of a school-going age must be in a class.
No, the Constitution is protecting the citizens of the country and not everyone. I know that we're getting to a point where you're going to tell me that the Constitution says for all who lives in it. I get it, that's our Constitution.
No, I'm not going there. I'm saying in a constitutional,
Yes.
We've got an obligation as a department.
Yeah.
All children
Have the right.
of a school-going age
Yeah.
must be in a classroom.
But what happens
And those that
it says limited. Let's not forget about the limited resources. It talks about limited resources.
We're managing the resources.
No, you're not managing.
Those that are not documented.
Yeah.
It's not only South Africans. You know that.
It's not only foreigners.
It's not only foreigners.
Yes. I've been to a school and it's very disappointing that
it's not only foreigners
yes,
that are
South Africans
that
too.
are undocumented.
Correct.
So that's why the court case, then they said you don't look at the document as a Department of Education. You look at the child.
Okay, why is
That
the
child
department
must
not
be
fighting
in
back?
class.
Why is the department not fighting back? Because it's your responsibility as a department to fight back. Because it's you guys are promoting illegality. If you're saying that you need to admit a child whose parent is undocumented, then you are saying that every person can come into the country, and because there's that law and there's that court
The
case.
Department of Home Affairs,
Yeah,
they still have a responsibility to manage immigration in this country.
that's true.
So we work very closely with them. What we do, even if we admit, but we will then say to a parent, here is your relevant department that you need to interact with, which is Department of Home
Sure.
Affairs. Make sure that your documentation is well in place, you have necessary documents for this child. And because also it becomes a disadvantage to that child anyway
Which
in
child are you
future.
talking about? Which child?
Any child that is not documented.
Okay, now you need to be specific.
I'll come to the.
You need to
I
be
will come to
specific
yours.
which child.
I will come to yours. I'm saying any child that is not documented
Yeah.
is a disadvantage to them because when they reach matric, we can't result them.
Is that the same reason why you guys have passed the law that children can now write matric without having any documentation?
It's been there a long time. They can write, but
so hence I'm saying
if you don't have a document, at the ultimate end, we're not going to result.
Hence I'm saying
let me finish. So when we interact with the parent,
Yeah.
we then guide the parent to say, you are not documented.
we give you 3 months.
Make sure that you are documented.
Yeah.
And we interact with the parent and Home Affairs to say this is what you are doing.
What
so
happens
it's a
when-
responsibility from ourselves and Home Affairs
I
and the
understand.
parent to make sure that the child is documented.
How do you resolve issues where you're sitting with a child in school? I was in that school just now. They have Basutus who parents are undocumented. They even showed us that they do follow-ups with the parents. But it's almost year end now. You're sitting with an undocumented child. Clearly the parent is undocumented and they don't even care because they don't even respond to that. How do you remedify the situation where you are promoting illegality? Because you are saying whether you're documented or not, we will help you. We will provide free school for your children, and you're not even taking into cognizant that there is child trafficking. And can I just finish?
Yeah.
There is child trafficking. Now, I'm going to say I am the mother of this lady, and there's nothing linking me with the child that I'm claiming to be the parent of. So you guys are also promoting human trafficking because we're not even sure that who are the parents of these kids. How do you guys correct that when we have a document that states what the parents need to submit at the schools, but vice versa, Nina, again, the department, you're working against your own laws Because the law says that they must produce your visas, you know, the relevant documents, your visas, your proof of address, which is permanent resident and all that. But also you are saying that whether they have it or not, you must take them. What happens to the child that lives opposite the school, that lives just here, that needs to be schooled in the school, but cannot be admitted because isikolo sigcwele abeSuthu who are living in this informal settlement, and there's another informal settlement there called Zamimpilo. What happens to that South African?
Each and everyone who lives closer to a school must be accommodated in a school.
That's not the case.
So
It doesn't happen.
If we cannot accommodate all of them, others we accommodate in the neighboring schools.
See, that's where the problem is. Now, you have to move a child that lives just opposite the school and take them to a further school. Now they need to be traveling. That's more cost to a parent. Remember, these are public schools. They're supposed to be catering for disadvantaged families, abangakoni and all that. So it would be easy for you to just be walking to school. I think that's why we have schools in our communities, so that we can just walk to the schools. But mind you, if the departments are prioritizing foreigners over their own kids, how do we deal with that?